Hello guys, it's me, Butterfly Spirit 314. I'm just turning my sound up here so I can make sure that my voice sounds loud enough in the video. Anyway, so today's Friday, it's January 3rd, 2025. So happy New Year's to you guys who didn't hear me say Happy New Year's. So anyway, guys, what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about what I saw at the end of my last pole class. So, for many of you who happen to follow my channel, Butterfly Spirit 314, hi, hello, I'm Butterfly Spirit. And I basically recently posted some video shorts of myself during my pole dancing class. So I wanted to show you guys what some of the pole conditioning looks like in my class. I wanted to show you guys like one of the moves I was working on. And basically that, pole dancing doesn't really happen like, it's not like an easy thing. It takes like building strength. It takes like getting somewhere to really learn the moves and stuff. And I'm seeing myself progress and stuff, which is pretty good, which is awesome. So at the end of my, and I'm going to kind of talk about this. So I want to just emphasize that pole dancing, it is about a progression. I saw this video on YouTube. I think it was a while back, and there was like this video about this girl, and I think she ended up like trying out pole dancing, and she was able to like I think she was able to like, she said she learned pole dancing in like 30 days, and she was trained by this lady who did pole dancing and stuff. And what I want to dispel the myth of right now when it comes to pole dancing is pole dancing is not something that you learn in 30 days. I started doing pole dancing in June of 2024. Prior to that, a couple of years ago, I was doing, I believe it was in 23, I was doing pole dancing and stuff, tried out a few classes at another studio. So, I, know the experience of pole dancing. And I take pole dancing classes when I can. I basically take like drop-in classes and stuff, which is good because I take the classes when they work for with my schedule, And what I like to do during like my classes is I like to give myself a chance to really heal up after I've done pole dancing. So I give myself about maybe 5 days to heal up after it, especially if I'm doing conditioning, which is something you guys may have saw me do in my YouTube short, for example. So that was one of the conditioning things that I was doing. But I think another short I posted like myself doing a fan kick. So that was one thing. When I tried a fan kick in the past, I was literally not able to do it. So I think it's the progress that I was able to learn it in like, it took me like another class to learn it, but I think it's pretty cool. So like I was saying, pole dancing is definitely about progression. It's definitely about a person learning about their bodies, learning what their body can and can't do. And it's about building strength, and nobody walks into pole dancing and is able to instantly like go upside down on the pole. Like nobody's able to really do that type of thing. They're not. Now, let me correct myself here. There are some people who probably can go upside down on the pole on their first go. these are going to be people who have a background in, for example, maybe they were in gymnastics, maybe they were in yoga, maybe they were in cheerleading, maybe they were in, ballet or something like that, where they have like the spatial awareness and understanding. There are people who can seem like they're progressing really fast in pole dancing, and they can't. Can they go upside down? Maybe, maybe not. It really depends, because their muscles may be trained enough where maybe they can go to the more advanced stuff. Possibly. It just depends, because just because they can do one thing and the sport or hobby they're in doesn't mean they can walk in pole dancing and do it. But there are people who do progress pretty fast in pole dancing. And one of the things I've learned in pole dancing is I've learned not to compare myself to people. So when I first started taking pole dancing, I would look at other girls and be like, man, I wish I could do that. But the thing is that it's not about comparing yourself to somebody else, because you never know what their background is in. Like I was saying, they could have been in gymnastics or yoga or cheerleading or ballet or something else, that causes them to be able to do, their body has been trained. And so they're able to move a bit faster and maybe land things a bit faster, So, and it's possible, heck, even if they're in breakdancing, hey, they might be able to come in there and, do some advanced moves, or learn some things faster. Who knows, right? So, pole dancing is subjective. It's not about comparing or any of that stuff. It's about, taking things one step at a time. And I have seen some girls who will come into class and they will try to force themselves to try to they'll try to like do something they see on YouTube, which is advanced, and they really shouldn't do that starting off, especially if their body has not been built up to it. I've seen the same thing in my ballet classes where girls are trying to have their legs really high up on the bar, and when their body is not prepared or ready for that. So that's a thing too. So I want to get to, I've been talking for like 7 minutes. So I want to talk about what I saw at the end of my recent, I don't know why I'm thinking ballet in my head. I want to talk about what I've seen at the end of my pole dancing class. So at the end of my pole dancing class, the next class after mine, so I was in, I'm in a level 1 pole dancing class. And the class that happens after mine is pole 1.5. So it's like pole 1.5 or pole 1.5, basically. Or pole 1/2. Okay. So I'd say pole 1.5. Yeah. Or pole 1.5. Let's say that. So anyway, so at the end of that, as I was about to leave out the door, if you guys watch on my YouTube shorts, there's 2 girls that are, they're on the floor and they're doing some stretching, while I was doing like a Jasmine pole dance move. And I was like working on that. And there's these 2 girls that were on the floor and they were like stretching and everything on their yoga mats and stuff. So, what surprised me as I was about to leave is that the first thing I learned about pole 1.5 is that pole 1.5 is basically where that level is where this is where pole dancers start to work on doing their pole moves with heels. Now, I did say I do want to take a heels class. So I do definitely want to do that. But the heels class is different than the pole 1.5. My hair is like bothering me. So, so one thing I saw is I saw my instructor, she was putting on her pole dance heels. In fact, guys, I did a YouTube short where I show you guys the heels I recently bought. They're size 7 pleaser heels, and they're like super pretty, and I love them. They're really cute. And in fact, I want to correct myself. So in the YouTube short, I said I wanted to start off with size 6, a 6 size, a a heel, like it's so I ended up buying a size 9 heel, a size 9 heel shoe. But the heel size is size 7. So size 7 is the introductory heel that pole dancers should start off with. I I said size 6, and I should have said size 7. It wasn't until like I watched a video about pole dance heels after that that I found out about that. So my pole dance instructor in the at the start of the 1.5 class, she put on her pole dancing heels. So for her heels, she had the heel in a size that was like her shoe size, or size was comfortable for her. And then her heel size was a size 6 heel, which for her was more comfortable. Now, me wearing wearing the heel that I did, and the heels were like size 7, like a 7-inch heel. Okay, so with me doing that, it makes me tall. It makes me almost like close to 6 feet tall, or a little bit over, and stuff. So it's interesting. So it surprised me that in that class that they are wearing heels when they do their pole dancing, which is pretty cool. And that makes you want to like move on to that. But I know I'm not there yet. And that's a good thing that I'm happy about, is that I know that I'm not. Another thing that I want to say is another thing I found out is that the girls that were stretching on the yoga mats and stuff, getting themselves ready for their class. So I was pleasantly surprised when I saw them, because when I saw those girls, they were some, thick ladies, for example. They had some weight on them and everything. But what amazed me is that they put on their pole dance heels too. So they were some tall girls. They was tall because of the heels, right? The pole dance heels. So they were super tall. And because of the heels. And then another thing is that they changed into their pole dance attire, and they had on some sexy clothes. Okay, one girl was wearing this leather like bodysuit, and I was like, what? I think she had on some fishnets or something. She was for real. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, seriously? Like, oh my gosh, this is what's gonna be happening in the next class? Oh wow, So yeah, and the other girl, she had on her, sexy clothes too. So when a girl gets to pole 1.5, she bringing it. Okay, she bringing it with them. She bringing it with them sexy clothes on. Okay, and one of the girls was telling me, she was like, she spent like $100, I think, on her like on the clothes she had on and stuff like that, the leather, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, this girl's gonna put on a show. And them girls was, they were so graceful around the pole. I was like, oh my goodness, like I want to get that good where I can do that too. So at some point I'll get there, but I'm not there yet. And I know, like, I want to work on the pole dance moves first, without heels, and then move on to pole dancing with heels. I'm excited about taking the heels class. And I want to see where I can go with it. And I think I'll get there. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah. And I also bought me another pair of heels. Um, I said I was going to the adult store. I didn't get them from the adult store. I ordered them online as well. So yeah, I actually did. When those shoes come in, I'll let you guys see what those look like. They are awesome. I love the way they look online. I ordered them, I think on the 31st, so I cannot wait just to actually, unbox them and see what they look like. I just can't wait. Anyway, um, when I get to pull 1.5, I'm gonna have to bring my A game because my sexual confidence because because in that class, that's what it's all about. That is literally what it's all about. It's about bringing it. It's about a girl knows what she's doing in that class. So she got the confidence off the charts. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.